Hi VC, it's Aaron, Mutha. Now, this weekend I went on vacation, and I do this once a year. I go to Boise on vacation for a weekend with my wife, and I usually buy a bunch of records, and this was no exception. I bought a bunch of records, a whole bunch of cassettes, and I'm gonna split this video into two parts and show what I found. And it was just amazing, the stuff I found in Boise this year. It's just, I went to a couple record stores. I went to one record store twice because it was so cool. And then I went to some antique malls looking for stuff for my wife, ended up finding some great stuff there that I couldn't believe. So, all right, here we go. First thing I found, and this is one of the only non-metal ones in here, but I had to buy this. It's one of my favorite records. It's Burton Cummings' debut record. It's got a little ring wear, but the thing that's odd about this is a quadraphonic. I had no idea this album was ever released quadraphonic, so I'm gonna have to listen to this, see what it sounds like, see if there's a difference. But I just couldn't pass it up because I love Burton Cummings so much. And next up, this is Nick Oliveri with Heavy Psych Sounds. Well, Heavy Psych Sounds presents Nick Oliveri, N.O. Hits It All, Volume 7. So Nick Oliveri, of course, is a great bass player and singer. He's originally from Caius. He was also in Queens of the Stone Age, all kinds of different bands with Josh Homme, but just a great musician. And this has songs from all kinds of different bands he was in, so it's very cool. Here we go. I'm really looking forward to spinning that. I'm a big Nick Oliveri fan. And up next we've got, this is the one I was missing, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Explorations into Microtonal Tuning, Volume 2. Now I had 1 and 3, but I found Volume 2, or number 2, so I had to pick this up. I really enjoy those records. I thought the microtonal tuning things would really throw me because it's really different, but I really like how they do it. Up next is the band that my great friend JC got me into because he sent me one of the records as VCLT. I saw this and grabbed it. This is Rat Child from Crowbot. Awesome EP here. It's got Frank Bello doing a song called Mountain with Frank Bello from Anthrax. Kiss It Goodbye featuring Howard Jones. Everyone Dies featuring Darren Leader. And then a song Rat Child. So I'm really looking forward to that one. This one here was a blind buy. I'd never heard of them. I still haven't listened to it, but it looked pretty cool. This is Tormentor with Goddess of Love. There we go. This is on Mausoleum Records. So as soon as I saw the label Mausoleum, I knew it was metal. I knew from the cover, you can kind of tell. But, it's just one I'd never seen before. And I'll show you the label on it because those Mausoleum Records are pretty cool. There we go. Mausoleum. Don't see a whole lot on Mausoleum. I think the Quiet Riot album, what is that? What the hell? There's it's the one they did later on. I did a video on it. I can't even remember the name of it. But Terrified was on Mausoleum Records, I believe. And I picked up this Voivod, which I was missing, Dimension Hatros. So really cool colored copy of that. Getting most of the Voivod on vinyl now. That's pretty cool. This one here, I've never heard this record, but I've been looking for this because I know the band. This is Blood on the Snow by Coven. And this is a user. I found this at an antique mall, I believe. There's Coven. Pretty cool cover here. And there's the label there. So I got me some Coven. It's, I think, from the early 70s, kind of progressive hard rock. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I've never really heard it, but I had been looking for this, so excited to hear that. Up next, this is a grail of mine. Now, this is only in VG condition, but I had to get it because I don't have it. This is Armed and Dangerous, some Anthrax, and OG copy. Had to pick this up. I love Anthrax so much, and this here is a really cool one. It's on the Megaforce silver label. Yeah, Armed and Dangerous, Raise Hell, God Save the Queen, Metal Thrash and Mad and Panic. Both those are live. Awesome, awesome. I have it on cassette, so I know it pretty well. Had this for, since the 80s on cassette. And up next we've got, this is actually a repress, but it's an early repress. It's an 86 press of, what's the album? I don't know the name of the album, but I think it's just self-titled, Hellion. I love Hellion. I've got a few other albums. I saw this one, couldn't pass it up. I think this came out originally in 83, but this is an 86 press. There's the label there. So I had to grab that Hellion record. I love that cover too. This is one of the coolest covers that I've seen in a while that I didn't have. That's just awesome. This one here is a live album by a band that I really love, a great grunge band. This is Mudhoney with Lie, and this pretty much encapsulates their whole career. Live show, there's the track list, pretty cool. It's got a die cut cover, which is cool. You don't see too many of those, but see die cut there. So, got me some Mudhoney on vinyl. Love them. This next one here is kind of an interesting one, and I have no idea what it's going to sound like, but I think I'm going to like it. It's a Dead God by Scold. Now that's Tim Scold, who is the bass player and then singer of Shotgun Messiah. He also went on to play bass with Marilyn Manson. This is an industrial record. I've never heard it, but I love Tim Scold, so I know I'm going to like this. This one here is an OG copy of Not of This Earth from Joe Satriani. I'm really expanding my Satriani collection. One of my favorite guitarists, and this is a really nice copy there. This one here is a band I've got into through YouTube because of his channel, the singer's channel. This is The Darkness with Easter Is Cancelled. That's my second Darkness album. I never really knew about them until I saw the singer do his YouTube channel, and I really enjoy his channel, Justin Hawkins. It's just amazing. He's amazing on there. So I'm picking up any Darkness stuff just because I like him so much. And this one here is a really cool one. This is Dangerous Toys Greatest Tricks. So I know that I missed out on this when it first came out. It's on purple vinyl. And, you know, it's got a lot of cool stuff on it. The Bones in the Gut are live. Sporting a Woody live. Scared and Tease and Please, and all those are live. And then it's got Pissed and Pain Train and Loser. Those are all from the album Pissed. Gunfighter from Hellacious Acres. Share the Kill, Cure the Sane, Better to Die, all from the artists formerly known as Dangerous Toys. So very excited to get that. This one here is a repress, but it's an album from the early 80s, and I've been trying to get into this band. Relentless from Pentagram. So I got me some Pentagram, my second Pentagram record. And this one here is a band, they only had a few albums in the early 70s, I think maybe late 60s, but I know early 70s. And I've heard about them, never heard them yet, so I got this for really cheap. This is Tucky Buzzard with Buzzard. Pretty sure they're like progressive hard rock. And this one here, I think my friend Jeff Witcher will like. I'm not sure though, or probably Josh. This is just a, you know, an EP, a single, 4 songs, Body and Soul by the Sisters of Mercy. I've never really heard them, but I'm gonna give it a try, see what I think. Now this next thing here was really cool, and it was half off, so I bought it. It ended up being $50. It was going for $100. It's only 2 records, but it's got a big book in it, and I had to get this. This is called Bound for Hell on the Sunset Strip. Right here, big box set here. And it's got some amazing artists. Now, I had no idea who was on this because it's just, you just see the box set, but I just had to get it. And then here's the, I'll show you what it's like. This is the vinyl here. There's the cover. And then the inside. And look at these artists on here. Oh my God. It's got Stormer, LA Rocks, Max Havoc, Jagged Lady, Steeler, Lizzie Borden. Now these are all really early tracks of them that aren't on their albums, mostly. Sin, Black and Blue with a song I never heard from Black and Blue called Give 'Em the Old 1, 2, 3. I've never heard that. This is the band Bitch, Romeo, VVSI, Hellion, again, Angelus, Nightmare 2, Witch, Ready Kilowatt, Armored Saint. Well, that one is on their first EP because I have that. Leather Angel, Rough Cut with Take It or Leave It, not on either of their records. Lisa Baker, and Odin with Judgment Day. So an early Odin song as well. Can't wait to dig into this. Here's what the vinyl looks like. They look the same. The records are like this. And then this awesome book that's in it. Hardback. So, and this is just phenomenal. I kind of just looked through it. It's got all these flyer things there. And then I'll just kind of flip a couple pages. And it goes through every song individually. There we go. So it's like this. And they'll have a whole thing about, you know, a few pages about each song in the band. So, I mean, it's just full of stuff. Ending with, of course, Odin at the end, which I love Odin. There's Leather Angel. Just, I had to get this when I saw it. Amazing. So I'm really looking forward. I'm going to be spinning that tomorrow for sure. I got this. This is one I didn't have. This is Assault Attack from the Michael Schenker group, one of the early Schenkers I didn't have. So I always pick up any of his stuff that I don't have when I see it. A killer live album here. I've never heard it, but I know the songs on it. And I just gave my friend JC what the record that the tour from this is on. This is Riot Live. And this has got stuff from of course, Restless Breed. It's got Restless Breed, Loved by You, and Hard Love a Man. 3 of my favorite Riot songs. Restless Breed is my favorite Riot album. I love that album. It's got Swords and Tequila. Wow, this is awesome. It's a Rhett Forrester era. Love it. And then there's a few. Now, these next ones here I already had, but I picked up better copies. Now, this here, I'll have to see if it's better. Operation Mindcrime. Now, I already have a repress of this, but this one here is on double vinyl. So we'll see if that sounds better. I'm really looking forward to spinning that. One of my favorite concept albums ever. Now these here are all upgrades for me. One of them I didn't have. I only have a repress. So, but this is a Fraleys Comet with Live +1 with the hype. There you go, JC. So I upgraded that. A lot of these records that I'm finding here were really beat up on mine. So I found them. These were at an antique mall. All these here. And then this Ace Fraleys Comet with the hype, In the Shrink, near mint. Awesome. I only had a repress of that, so that's really cool. These next 4 here I have fairly decent copies of, except for one is a really beat up one, but I couldn't pass these up. These were in an antique store. So Cinderella with the hype, Night Songs, absolutely amazing. Love this record. Much better condition than my my old copy. Now this one here, my old copy, I had to get it because it has the hype. Round and round. JC's got me hooked on the hypes. So I got the Out of the Cellar. That's a slight upgrade. My other one's in pretty good shape. Now this one here, very big upgrade for me. This is Crocus with the hype sticker, Change of Address. This is one of my favorite Crocus albums. A lot of people don't like this because it's a little more mellow, but I love this. This is where I first got into them, and I went backwards, and I love this album, and this is still sealed. I bought it for $10, sealed copy with the hype. Amazing, I found that. And this one here was the one I was totally shocked that I found. This is Brittany Fox, first album with the hype sticker, In the Shrink, near mint. My old copy is totally beat up. It's got a bunch of, bad stuff here and ring wear and pops and cracks. So I was so happy to get this. And then this one here was the one I couldn't believe that I found in an antique store. Original copy. This cost me a little bit, but it was worth it. This is Leave Scars from Dark Angel. Original copy, just in like near mint condition. And here's the vinyl on Combat. And it even has it's got the original inner sleeve with the lyrics. And it had an insert in here, which is interesting. This is Combat Records, blank on this side, but Combat Records, like catalog of a bunch of stuff. So that's really cool. I could not pass that up. That was a total shock that I found that. And these next 2 were total grails of mine. And the first one is a Japanese copy, near mint, with all the inserts, Alive 2. Josh sent me a really nice copy, but I couldn't pass up the Japanese with all the inserts and near mint condition, just totally mint, Alive 2. And then this one here, mint copy, Japanese press, original, Hotter Than Hell. So, wow, I just couldn't pass, there's the label there. Just amazing. And I will be back. I got about maybe half that many records and about 30 cassettes I picked up that I'll show in the next video of this. I'll see you all next time, and hopefully I'll have a Tipsy Tuesday out tomorrow. Last week, mine was blocked. I did record one, but it was blocked. I did the AC/DC High Voltage Australian version. It's a really good episode. I loved it. I played the whole record. It was awesome. And then it uploaded. I got new internet, uploaded very quickly, and it was blocked. So there we go. Hopefully I'll have a Tipsy Tuesday up tomorrow. We'll see. Have a good one. I'll see you next time.